It's your girl, live in the bubble, toil and trouble. Are you ready for the witching hour? It's time to tell those neighbors things are looking spooky outside. You better head on in, sign into this game, save yourselves, and you want to win money, of course, right? Of course you do. How do you win? I'd love to tell you. You're gonna spin a wheel. It'll land on a letter. If you have a super spin, then it's gonna get better. Keyboard to tap all the letters involved. If you guess a wrong letter, then you're gonna see a strike. If you use them all up, then you are out for the night. But you will level up when you play really well, and then you'll gain a strike which will help you spell. Oh, I love spells. If you're spending a quiet evening at home, then you're already one step ahead of everyone. I gotta go find my broom and fly around New York City for a little bit to round up the children. I feel like I've been gone nearly 300 years. Tonight is a very, very special night because we are honoring a classic, a movie so good it is airing on TVs all around multiple channels as I speak right now. Probably. Welcome to HQ Words, my friends, and let me tell you, tonight's game is just a bunch of hocus pocus. All of the puzzles have to do with the iconic movie. So hey, Bette Midler, SJP, Kathy Najimy, if you're playing, please show yourselves. Make yourselves known in the chat for us because I'm obsessed with you. If you just played trivia with my Sanderson sister, Lauren Gambino, then you may be on your way to break the spell and win both games tonight. Woo! How impressive that will be. And you know that spell and books are some of our favorite words on this show, so use it to your advantage. I believe in you. I am your host, the Witch of Words, Anna Roisman. Find me here on social media. Dost thou comprehend? Huh? I love to connect with all of my sisters on social, and my brothers. Also, welcome to season 8, where we will find out your word nerd fate. Until next season, until season 9. But things are gonna get spooky this season. Tonight, I put a spell on you, and that spell is to spell and solve her 12 puzzles. And you know what happens. When you make it through this journey, you will take home some of the prize, which is $1,000. You could buy some candles, maybe have a seance. I don't know, it's up to you, whatever you do with that money. Also, you start tonight's game with 5 strikes on top of the strikes you already have, which is probably low because 'tis a new season. All of your points have been reset. You know, this hat really gives me a new persona. We asked you on Twitter which Hocus Pocus characters you would friend, marry, or kiss. And Dinarella said she would kiss them all. I love it, Dinarella. I love this movie. I would kiss all of the characters too. Also, I prefer pie, as in P.I., said friend Mary Sanderson, marry Thackeray Binks, woo, he's so dreamy, and kiss Allison. Honestly, that is a very, I support those 3. That is a very good decision. All right, you know what time it is. It is time to spin that wheel around my face. Spin, little word nerds, and turn the wheel now. Letters will help you advance. And spin, little word nerds, and pray for a vowel here in the HQ universe land. Oh, she's getting spookier and spookier. It's time for the first puzzle. The faster you solve, the more points you will earn. Hop on a broom. We're about to take flight. I don't have a broom. I need a broom. Oh, here we go. Your first hint is eventful night. Besides tonight, of course. Type in the letters W and O. It's also sweet because of candy, obviously. I know you know this one. We're celebrating all month. Here, I am at least. I'm celebrating Halloween! Halloween is the answer 49,886 solved the puzzle. 2023 eliminated. I'm very surprised. You could still buy back into this game. You could use an extra life. We're very early on. Maybe you thought it was Christmas. I don't know. It's Halloween. That was the answer. Hey, guess what's happening next Tuesday? Oh, it's a murder mystery night on HQ. It's a real whodunit. There is a murder. We must figure it out. We must solve the crime and all of the puzzles. Of course. Come on. All right, I hope you weren't cursed on that first puzzle. Whew, but I know sometimes it happens. Who is this cursed creature? A spell was cast on this human in the beginning of the movie, and they transformed into a creature. One with a very special skill. Like a skill so good that they would actually have an advantage playing this game. And honestly, I've never seen one of these cursed creatures, but if you come across one, you gotta send me a video, because I am here for it. I am here to see a talking cat. Come on, you know this cat.
Nice going, Max. You can talk.
Yeah, no kidding.
You talk? Of course I do. I am Binks the cat. Formerly Thackeray, now Binks. 35,106 solved the puzzle. 14,887. I'm very surprised. I guess you didn't play trivia because you saw Binks in that game too. Come on. He is the cat of the movie. All right, Hocus Pocus is a movie that stems from a story from many, many, many years ago. Are you familiar with the locale's spooky history? If you know where this movie takes place, then I'm sure you can guess this. It was a time when they were looking for people who had special powers. Like the Sandersons. They were a part of this history. Locale's spooky history. I might have been a part of this history. Tonight, the answer is Salem Witch Trials. Oh, in Salem, Massachusetts, where our film takes place long, long ago, you know, the witches were on trial. They were hanging witches. It was not a pretty sight. 32,882. You know your history. You know your Hocus Pocus. And we're moving on to Puzzle 4. One of the best parts of Halloween is dressing up. Of course it is. But don't you want everyone to know who you are? Tell me this grown-up costume. Now, this grown-up costume is confusing for some people who are too young to get it. It's a great costume, though. I would say the hair and the undergarments really give it away. And tell me this, do you love it, or are you still borderline about it? What a hint. The grown-up costume I'm looking for is 80s Madonna. Here she is.
What are you supposed to be?
Madonna.
A very, very appropriate costume for a mother to wear in front of her daughter, right? 80s Madonna. You saw it, you knew it. 10,244 got it. And I can't believe this is happening, but it's the first schooled puzzle of the night. 22,791 are out of the game on 80s Madonna. That is what Danny and Max's mom dresses up as on Halloween to go to the costume party. Whoo! We're still early. We're still before Puzzle 5. You can come back in. I'm waiting here. I'm waiting here for you in my witch hat because I love you. All right, we've already covered the history of this film, but there's a specific event that happens that I like to call a plot sparker. Heard of it? There's a recipe of specifics that have to happen in order for this plot to thicken. Like the kind of person who is involved, where the moon is in its cycle, and if it falls on the right day. But in this movie, all three things happen, and then it is lit. Of course it's lit. It's the black flame candle.
But who lit the black flame candle?
I'll tell you who lit it. Winnie, it was Max. And you know why? Because Max is the virgin of the town, and he lit the black flame candle. 2,872 accidentally blew the candle out on that last one. All right, I know we've only talked about these wonderful witches all night long, so I hope you don't miss Puzzle 6 because I want you to type in this Sanderson sister. This is a good one. You know this one. There are only a few to choose from. This one is a bit more aloof than the others. Sanderson sister. Honestly, if I were to be one for Halloween, I might be this one. And here's a good hint. She shares a name with her character? The answer is Sarah Jessica Parker, SJP. Before she was Carrie Bradshaw, oh, she was Sarah, one of the Sanderson sisters. 7,679. You got it right. 1,540 eliminated. If you're a fan of SJP, throw that high heel emoji in the chat. Make it rain some high heels for SJP. She's so good in this movie. And guess what? The movie is not over yet, but some of these puzzles are. The candle is still lit for 6 more. Ooh, you are halfway through, baby. You made it. You're almost there. I can smell all the bright word nerds as if they are my own children. I can. I would sing you a song, but I need your help remembering the spooky lyrics. There are a few songs in this movie. Very memorable songs. Do you remember the spooky lyrics from them? Maybe you remember who sings them? Where they are in the movie? Let me tell you, these spooky lyrics, be careful, they could hypnotize you. Don't fall asleep. I'm gonna just play it for you. Here is the song, the spooky lyrics.
Little children, I'll take thee away.
Oh, it's Come Little Children, Sarah's song, who we just talked about, SJP. I did a rendition of that in the wheel earlier tonight, although I'm much more covered up than Sarah Sanderson. 6,172. You got it right. You did it, and you're moving on. All right, I am not a fan of this next puzzle. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not a fan because I am the real deal, babe. But can you remember this fake host? Fake host. This is a tough one. This is something one of the characters says when they're trying to mislead the others. They use a real name, kind of. If you're a true Hocus Pocus fan or a horror movie fan, you're gonna know this answer, but you might not know the offspring. Fake host. And the answer is actual actor. He was the mummy in The Mummy. He was Frankenstein in Frankenstein. And when Max is in the school in the movie, he says that he is the host, Boris Karloff Jr., to, confuse the witches. And there is a Boris Karloff, but there's not a Boris Karloff Jr. So he's kind of, he's inspired by this real actor, although he's not a real host. He's a fake host. All right, we're moving on. That was a difficult one. Puzzle 9. In many Disney movies, there are the very chatty, supportive characters, but not in Hocus Pocus. Who is this silent sidekick? They don't say much, but their actions say so much. This sidekick comes to life midway through. They even show up at a party. But you know what? They kind of fit in there. Silent sidekick. How well do you know your Hocus Pocus characters? This is the real test. And the answer is Zombie Billy Butcherson. Oh, check him out. It is the zombie Billy Butcherson who comes to life, and he's kind of chasing the kids throughout the movie. But then we learn Billy's actually a decent guy. He's a pretty chill zombie. He's a nice zombie. He's a good person to have in the fam. 1,095 got it right. 2,329 eliminated. Woo! Hocus Pocus night is tough. This is a tough night. All right, do you ever watch an older movie and then you forgot was in it? Usually you say something like, hey, it's that girl. This is one of those instances. This girl went on to have a pretty solid career as an actor, though I would say it's been a hot minute since we've seen them. I don't know, maybe you like to check them out on IMDb now and then. Hey, it's that girl. Who's that girl? I'm talking about young Thora Birch. Of course, it is young Thora Birch. She plays Danny in the movie 1067. Solved the puzzle. Do you remember the movie Now and Then? Young Thora Birch, another amazing performance. She was so good. And although she was young, she does kind of act 55 in Hocus Pocus. She's very mature for her age. All right, the thing about not being around for 300 years is so much changes. You might not know the difference between sprinklers or this answer. Another term used for these. This is so mighty, so powerful. The person delivering this information really gives a compelling performance. But truth be told, it is a little contradictory, but it's nonsense. So what? Sprinklers or this? The answer is burning rain of death. It is the burning rain of death. Max says in front of the witches, he lights the sprinklers on fire and then they just shoot out water, and he says, it's the burning rain of death, and they freak out until they realize, oh, it's just water. We're okay. It's just water. 935, you remember that scene. You got it right. And you know what? Burning Rain of Death has a nice ring to it. Great alternative name for a schooled puzzle. We've had a lot of those tonight. Oh, man. But none of you went there because you just made it to the final puzzle. You did it. The candle hasn't burned out yet. Oh, we're doing it. We started tonight with so many Hocus Pocus fans, and now the wise survive, okay? The real word nerds. This may apply to you. My final question is, what is this skeptic's Halloween origins? They have a theory, and it kind of tracks. Someone in this movie says this in the very beginning. And you know what? They're pretty skeptical about Halloween. This one's for the win. This is for the big money. You can do this. It's probably on TV right now. And the final answer in tonight's game is candy company marketing ploy. Oh, you know, in the beginning of this, Max says, I'm sorry, I don't believe in this Salem witch stuff. It's a candy company marketing ploy, Halloween. And you know what? I don't know if it was a ploy or not, but we've got 765 winners in tonight's HQ Words Hocus Pocus game. Woo, you broke the spell. If you broke the spell on both games tonight, I want to know about it. You better tell me. You're going home with $1.31. I'm going to faint. I'm going to pass out. $1.31. Big congrats to bands coming in hot. Game again, so go find a talking cat to keep you company in the meantime, or I don't know, a nice zombie like Billy. Billy's a nice zombie, he really is. I've been your host, Anna Sanderson Roisman. It is me. Follow me here for probably a lot more HP content, not Harry Potter, Hocus Pocus, come on. I feel like I put a spell on myself. Your favorite moments from I love you so much. Boo!